I just want to take a moment to appreciate the accuracy. Look at that. Beautiful. Yes. Okay. Since I didn't really have enough of an option to go lower, so I would have gone through like the cabinet on the other side. This is as low as I could get it. I'm going to have to either shave off the plastic on this thing or sand up a little bit here so that it looks nice. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Bummer city, man. Here's another thought. You don't really need the backing plate, you know? I could just install the 12-volt outlet like so and hook the fan up and just be about the good enough method. And once I get the other hole in here, this one is for charging the phone. The other one's for this all-important fan. We're gonna try this first. Batteries are dead. I would probably venture to say that's correct. What's that? He's at the hospital today. He's getting a bunch of fluid drained and they're gonna keep him, so. No choice. I figured I might as well work on something to take my mind off of it. Sucks. Okay. There we go. I've got the USB outlet kind of crooked here. That's okay. And the 12-volt outlet. Yay! Oh, technically, I guess they're both 12-volt, but okay. The only issue is this side. You can kind of see them sticking out of the wall, but not much choice. Here's all the wiring. I just have to drill a hole in the wall here. Okay. And feed some wires through. You know they say hindsight's 20/20, right? So probably should have looked at this before I did this, but I could have just located them lower, like right in here, and it would have hidden all the wires. And bummer city, but it's already installed, so heck with it. Now I am just taking this marine grade wire and running it through. There's a hole in here where the wiring's running through, and I'm gonna route that to the toilet and to the 12-volt outlet. We got the bilge pump working again. Somehow the float switch keeps flipping upside down, so I don't ever catch it until it's too late. Pardon the sails I've got everywhere. I just wanted to take a minute to pause on my work and talk about what I chose. I didn't want to be all talk about living my life right now, and as happy as I was working for the company that I worked for, I wasn't 100%, and the boat makes me happy. And even though Hamlin is going through a lot and it's depleting my savings a lot faster than just sailing by myself would have it's the right thing to do, so I might have to work sooner than later, but for right now, while Ham is still touch and go, I'm definitely not going to go back to work yet. So I decided to stop receiving my unemployment and just live off of my savings and do the best I can. There will be other jobs, you know, aircraft mechanics are in demand everywhere, and maybe I'll find a job around here, or maybe I'll go back to that company when the time is right, but right now it isn't right. Hamlin, there's no way that he could have survived, basically. There's no way he could have lived through a cargo flight, and that was the ultimate deciding factor, especially with his heart condition now and his lungs constantly filling up with fluid. Being in cargo is kind of rough on a pet. It's a little harder to breathe. That's why they don't allow the snub-nosed breeds on flights. So yeah, I definitely did not want to arrive back in Hawaii and start working just having lost my dog because I selfishly chose to go back. It feels a little bit selfish to stay on the boat and keep working on it, but I feel like you have to be a little selfish to fulfill some dreams, so that's what we're gonna do. Today I am finishing up some wiring and listening to the guys yell about whatever they're fixing in the boatyard. Right now my cockpit is a mess. My whole boat is a mess. It doesn't take very long for things to go absolutely wrong. And your whole living situation is messed up. But these are all my sails and Ham's ramp and things like that. I've got a battery charger over here going again because my solar panels are not hooked up yet. So that's the goal today. I want it to be set up at least well enough that I can hook up my panels, just plug and play next time I'm not here. I seem to have lost audio on this clip, so I'll just briefly explain it. I got my wire in the mail finally that was a small enough gauge, so I am going to route it from my fuse block in the front of the boat back to the toilet fan and the 12-volt outlet that I just installed. You can see here I've got this blade fitting I'm going to crimp on. If you are working with crimpers that are not these style, I highly recommend them. They form the best bond. You can see here, I'll tug on them and show you. It's really good. They make your life a lot easier. Those are aviation standard. The thing about these blade ends though is that they are not heat shrinkable on the ends. I thought they would be because they were so ballooned out, but they are definitely not. So I had to cut it off and redo it and put some heat shrink tubing over it to form a marine grade seal. But it's okay because now I have a label on the end of it and I can tell which wire is going to which thing, which is convenient if I ever have to work on something in the future. My heat gun ran out of fuel, so we're just trying to make it work here with the lighter and shrink this tubing down. No big deal, I'll get fuel later. For now, this works. If you guys want me to go through like electrical formulas and how to calculate what kind of load you have and what kind of wiring you need, let me know. I didn't really understand it until I did some worksheets in A&P school. Maybe I can link something like that below and briefly explain electricity. I do get asked to work on 12-volt wiring in the boatyard a lot. Then it'll clip up against the wall here, this way, all the way up, and then this one goes to the hut, this one will be the ground, this blue one, simple as that. I just need to do that a few more times. This is what I mean about one project getting carried away. I've got all the wires running. I'm tucking them back there, but I don't want to get them mixed up on the other side, so I'm going to hook up one thing, run the other wires through, and hook up the other thing, so... Should be interesting. We're pulling up to the Nautical Expo. It's the first one, and I'm excited. Just get some video of the whole thing. If I ever had infinite money and a bigger boat for my dinghy. I love this. Look at the whole thing. It's so cute. Yeah. Alright. Here's the dinghy, and I don't know what kind it's called. There's no name. Pretty flat. Okay, that is all I've got for now. Unfortunately, you guys are all caught up with me in real time. Ham sickness has kind of put a damper on being ahead on videos, so I guess the good news is that now your comments will be read as I'm working on things. Only downside is now I can't have that little mental safety buffer of a few weeks of video. I just dyed my hair again today, and hopefully back to the boat tomorrow for more electrical. I want to hang up those panels. Thanks for watching, and an especially huge thank you to all of my patrons. You guys give me so much motivation to just keep moving forward even when I don't want to. So thank you, thank you, thank you.